Finally back with some Ball State Rocket League. It's been too long. A whole summer break. I've missed it. It's my favorite time of the year. We got Ball State versus WMU in 2 different conferences tonight. That's something new. But for now, I'm Wyatt, aka Libby Baby, and I am joined by...
I am Ethan Moore, my first Rocket League cast experience, and I'm very excited for the matchups tonight against Western Michigan as Ball State takes on Western Michigan in the 2 conferences, like you said, in the ESC and CCS.
Yeah, that's something a little different. A whole new conference this year. We'll stick with ESC for now. Ball State versus WMU. I would say, I mean, it's a matchup that I think you can predict how it's going to go, but you don't want to say that. It's a new season. Anything could happen, really. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. Let's talk about what is Rocket League. It's the first stream. We might got some new viewers, someone who's never seen Rocket League before in their lives. So to be as general as possible, Rocket League is car soccer. There's
pretty much.
There's 2 teams of 3. Typically, there's a lot of different game modes, but what you're going to see tonight is 2 teams of 3 cars. Ball State, WMU, each will have 3 cars, and essentially they are trying to get a ball into a goal. There's a lot of mechanics. They can jump, they can use boosts to go faster, or even fly. You'll see some crazy stuff from our players and WMU players. These guys have so much hours in this game.
Yep.
I know you've played a little bit of Rocket League.
Oh, yeah. I've played a good amount of Rocket League, and one of the most important aspects of Rocket League is the boost. You'll find a full replenish of 100 boosts in the corner of each corner on each side and at the half field marks on each wall. You'll also find little pellets around the ground on this more like an I formation in front of the goals where you'll get a little bit of amount of boost, and you'll see a lot of cars rotate along those boost lines, and that's really where you'll find a lot of positioning.
Yeah, boost is pretty much what you're going to see everyone fighting for in this game. Obviously, you want to score goals, but it's so hard to score goals without boost. So that's a mechanic that you will see used a lot, is boost control, using their boost optimally, trying to exhaust the boost of the other team. It's a huge mechanic in Rocket League because without boost, you can't do your fancy tricks to score a goal. And if you can't do your fancy tricks, what are we here for? So you need boost in Rocket League. I think that is a pretty good description of the game. We can go into even more detail. There's a lot of different game modes, but like I said, you're going to see the 3v3 tonight. There's a lot of cool different cars. I think right now you'll probably see a lot of Octane.
Octane and Fennec.
And Fennec, thank you. I was about to say, I don't think I remember the name of the other one. Yes, Octane and Fennec. Those are very popular. I'm sure that is what you're going to see from at least Ball State. I know they like to use those cars a lot. Who knows what WMU got? Maybe they have the Cybertruck or Lightning McQueen. We don't know. But that is not the meta car build for sure. So yeah, I think that is a pretty good description of Rocket League. I think we can maybe go into some of this week's broadcast for Ball State, I think is what we can maybe talk about. So yes, we do have, yesterday we had Overwatch also against WMU. So that was our first stream of the semester. Tomorrow we have more Overwatch, NIU. That's going to be a good match. I do love some Overwatch. You'll actually see me on that stream tomorrow. So yeah, a little different this semester. I need to mention that definitely. Usually Overwatch is a spring thing, but they have swapped Overwatch and Valorant. So we have Rocket League and Overwatch at the same time this semester.
Definitely exciting. Valorant obviously getting swapped over there. That's a insanely fun game to play and to watch. And they got Overwatch, like you said, now in the fall.
Yeah, they've switched it around. I think I understand why. 2 games made by the same company. I guess it makes sense to have them at the same time. So I do respect that decision. I guess we can go into some of the matches for tonight's other matches. I'll let you handle this. You know these colleges.
Yes, as we look at the first one, it's Bowling Green State versus Ohio. Then right after that, Central Michigan versus Miami, Ohio. Buffalo versus NIU, and then Eastern Michigan versus Kent State. So across the board, very intriguing matchups there. Miami, Ohio, that's a team I have my eyes set for this Rocket League season.
Oh yeah, Miami, Ohio. You can't really ever count them out. They have a very good esports program. I've seen their university. I've seen their facilities. Very nice university. You can never count them out. And you know, it's a new season. You can pretty much count anyone in. I will say that Ball State and Akron are very much the powerhouses of the ESC. We can look at, speaking of Ball State being a powerhouse, why don't we take a look at their roster for tonight. We have Oathwova, you know him very well. That's who you'll be seeing in this match. And then in the next match, we have people like Variety, Yags, Phoebes, and Alter. Variety will not be playing tonight, I have just heard. Thank you very much. Yes, so you will see Yags, Phoebes, and Alter in the match later on. But right now, you'll be seeing Oathwova. Those 3 you know very well. They've been playing together for a long time. One of the best rosters in ESC. They work very well together, and I'm excited to see them continuing to work well together against WMU.
Yeah, and obviously coached by BK. It's going to be really interesting to see how Ball State fares in tonight's matchup in both the ESC and CCS, but mainly in the ESC. Like you said, the main focus for Ball State. But it's all going to be about how they come out starting. Are they going to bring that physicality we kind of see sometimes with the demolitions? Are they going to boost starve the opposing side? Because ESC, that's where Ball State wants to thrive in, and I think they're going to be a powerhouse, like you said. Potentially see them against Akron once again, and they want their revenge.
Oh yeah, we finally want to take that top step. We'll get into that some more with our season overall predictions, but for now, let's look at the team we're facing tonight. WMU roster. We have Crowbar, Johnny McMuffin, I love that name, Icy Fox, and Ninja. I'll just call him Ninja, but NXXB.
Ninja Noob.
I do believe I recognize some of these names, maybe some new ones. It is hard to keep track of all of the players in ESC. So many teams, so many players. Definitely great. And as you did mention, let's talk about that. BK, we have a new coach, or I guess a returning coach. Too Fast we no longer are coached by Too Fast, and now we have BK, who was our original coach, I believe, or has definitely coached us before. But he's back and is our coach, and I'm glad to see that because I know BK. He's a cool guy. So I guess let's get into that last season recap. Such a great year for Ball State Esports in general.
Yes.
But we got to focus on Ball State Rocket League right now. It's a Rocket League stream. So obviously we were undefeated in the entire regular season in ESC, only to fall in the finals to Akron, definitely our #1 rival. Just these 2 powerhouses trading matches off of each other. We did beat Akron in the regular season, but just unfortunately not able to get it in the finals. But still a great year, you know?
And that's just how it happens sometimes. You play a team earlier in the season, whether it's regular season or not, and then you play them in the playoffs. No matter what league, no matter what circumstance, it's a new game. Oh, yeah. What happened previously really doesn't matter. You got to get your focus in on the matchup upcoming. Just Akron had the best of them.
Definitely. Akron you can never count on Akron.
No.
They're a very good school, very good Rocket League team, and they are our competition every year. Not to say that, all these other teams aren't amazing. You never know what can happen, but Akron is definitely our biggest rival. Talk about a little bit of CRL, Collegiate Rocket League. We had, I think, our best season ever in CRL. We finished second in the CRL Spring Open, the 4th CRL Spring Open. I think that is our best result in a CRL tournament. Yes, that is our best result, and only to fall to St. Clair, St. Clair is an amazing team.
Yeah.
I mean, that was going to be a huge underdog moment for us to even get a game. I mean, they're such a good team. But I think the biggest highlight for that Spring Open was definitely our victory against Northwood, at one point being the #1 team in CRL. I believe 3 of them, or at least or 4-0, but we did manage to beat Northwood, and that was huge for us. And overall in CRL, top 5 in the CRL championship. I mean, that's amazing. Such a great year for this Rocket League team.
Definitely.
And I'm excited to see something like it again.
I'm very excited for this upcoming season and how it will unfold. We can get into our predictions to see how Ball State goes. I think, speaking on tonight, I do expect Ball State to come out victorious, but it will be very interesting to see if they get the victory. Western Michigan is not a team to sleep on. Definitely an upcoming and opposing team for Ball State. It's just going to be a matter of will Ball State keep the momentum they had from last season and try and get that push into the championship.
Yeah, that's one thing I always like to say is that it's a new year. You never know.
Yeah.
WMU, maybe they have been prepping everything for Ball State. I mean, they know that they're going up against, right now I believe we're the number 2 ranked team in ESC. So you know that they know it's going to be a challenge, and maybe they have some extra moxie in them tonight. But in terms of overall season predictions for ESC specifically, I mean, it's hard to bet against Ball State Akron being in the finals. It's been like that for so long in the past few years. It's hard to bet against it, but I mean, you never know. I would assume that it is going to be another great year by Ball State. Hopefully we can do that repeat of the regular season undefeated, but maybe this time, finally, for the first time in our school's history, taking that top step at ESC, taking down Akron for the first time in the finals.
Yeah, it'd be a beautiful sight to see, and I already know the players would be ecstatic, not only just because winning ESC, but just getting themselves right and beating Akron. That just makes it a whole lot bigger in a rivalry game.
Yeah, because, you know, it stings. When you beat them in the regular season, you know they're beatable, you know it's winnable, and to lose in the finals on the biggest stage, that stings. That leaves something. You want to come back, and you want to try and beat them on the biggest stage.
Yes.
So, and something, add another trophy to that very full trophy case over there. I mean, our Rocket League team has won national championships. We want to win our home championship is the goal for this year, and I think it's possible. We have a very good roster. It's gonna be challenging. Akron is very good, but if that is the finals matchup again, Ball State I think is gonna be playing with a chip on their shoulder, and they are gonna be wanting this win more than ever, I'd assume.
Yeah. The thing with Ball State, they just can't get ahead of themselves. If they get so focused on what's in front of them and forget what's in the present, that can cause them some issues. That's why you see week 1 across any sport, such as the NFL. That's where you see a lot of upsets because teams are so focused on what's going to happen maybe in the playoffs or week 17 instead of what's right in front of them. And that's what Ball State needs to focus on right now. Western Michigan, the Broncos are the team right in front of them. They need to get the win tonight. And Western Michigan, they're trying to play spoiler against Ball State. And Western Michigan, obviously, trying to have a good season of their own.
Yeah, you're very right. Ball State, they need to focus on tonight. They need to focus on keeping that undefeated regular season record from last year. Just because you play Akron later on, just because the finals are the goal, it doesn't mean that winning tonight is not where your season starts. That you have to start on top, and I do believe that they're going to do it. They're very good at they have a very short memory, is something that I like to say, and that doesn't mean that they don't remember things, but that means that if they have a bad game, if they have a bad match, they do not hesitate to get back in the right mindset. They have a very good mindset as a team. That is a really big thing that BSU Esports does. We are very focused on mindset. We are very focused on you need to know your team. You need to forget about your errors. Use them to get better, but don't use them to hinder yourself.
Yeah. And one player I'm looking out for Western Michigan, mainly because of his name, Johnny McMuffin. I'm so excited to call that name tonight, and it's going to be a very interesting matchup.
Oh, yeah, Johnny McMuffin. What a
name.
I am always fascinated by gamer tags. You get so many good gamer tags in these leagues, in any league, in any game. It's amazing. And, I mean, my heart goes out to Pooter Scooter on Miami, Ohio's Overwatch team. Great name. I mean, great name. But Johnny McMuffin, that's amazing.
They need to have a power rankings of the best names right now. Johnny McMuffin, you might as well walk out with a trophy. Beautiful
Honestly,
name.
Amazing name.
It's great. Great all around. Hopefully the name for Johnny McMuffin translate into the play for himself, and hopefully it's just as amazing for that Western Michigan team.
Western Michigan, they're going to want it. They're going to need to play really, really well tonight. I mean, they are definitely all good players. It is collegiate Rocket League. You cannot get here by being a bad player. They are all great players, but they're going up against a great team. And are they going to be able to do it? Like I like to say, I've said it multiple times all night already. I'm repeating myself, but you have to work together. You have to try. It's a new season. Anything could happen. And an upset would be not great as if you're a Ball State fan, but it would be really entertaining for the season.
Most definitely. All options are on the table for both teams. How do they want to go about attacking each other? And I want to know if Western Michigan goes out and switches something up. Maybe they go really demo heavy and try and catch Ball State off guard, and then all of a sudden it's 2-on-3 going the other way. And that might be how Western Michigan, in terms of most people's eyes, captures an upset, because Ball State, like you said, is definitely the favorites in this one.
Yes, Ball State, I would definitely say, are the favorites. And Ball State's strategy, their number one thing is they love to go on the aggressive. Ball State is an aggressive team. They like to turn their offense, the other team's offense, into defense, force them to just have to play defense until they make a mistake. Ball State loves to do that. Can WMU find something to disrupt their groove, get a momentum shift in their favor? Go for those demos. Demos are a thing that they can throw a team off. That we didn't cover that very much. There is a thing called demolitions, where if you're going fast enough into another car, the car explodes and they have to sit out of the match for a little bit. Not very long, but they lose their boost. They spawn in a different corner of the map. It can really offset the momentum of a team. Can WMU use something like that to disrupt the Cardinals?
Yeah, and I can't remember the team, but in RLCS, I believe it was a couple years ago, maybe a year ago, there was a team actually that went that route, very demo heavy, and they have found great success in RLCS. Maybe Western Michigan sees that, they take a play out of that playbook and they apply it to the game tonight and maybe the rest of the season. Who knows? But I'm really excited to see how both teams attack this.
Yeah, that's one thing about Rocket League that amazes me, is that this game, as its core mechanics, hasn't really changed in the past 10 years. But there's still people finding new strategies, new ways to play that just great for, like, it's just great for the game. It keeps the game alive. Like this game, and that's one thing I love about it, is that Rocket League, they don't need to add new mechanics, new things into the game to try to make it better. People still play it, and it's the same Rocket League it's been for so long. Even now that it is an Epic Games and it is owned by a new company, I mean, it's still the core of it is still Rocket League. And that's what I love about it. They don't need to add new stuff because the players love it how it is.
Yeah, one thing I like to compare Rocket League to is more of a science. Instead of inventing new moves, you more discover them. We've seen so many new moves like the musty flick over time just generate. Like at the start of the game, no one knew how to do an aerial off the wall, do a ceiling flick or whatever, but now that's a normal thing for players to do. Just fascinating to see.
Yeah, Rocket League definitely has, I get these terms mixed up. I would say Rocket League has a high skill floor, as in, obviously, it's not a hard game to.
The skill gap is really big.
You can pick up a controller and you can play Rocket League. Most people play on controller. I know all our players do. Some people I know play on keyboard and mouse. I don't know how to do it. But
weird.
You have this, to get to the next level of learning aerials, learning all these moves. It is so technically complicated. It's such a technically complicated game that it's hard to get to that next level. It takes a lot of work just to get to the point where you're playing ranked, where you're getting into the upper ranks. That's hard, and it's a hard game. I mean,
100%.
Watching these people play is amazing, because, I mean, I wish I could show you guys me playing Rocket League. It is embarrassing to myself. I don't play a lot of games on controller, so I struggle with Rocket League, and I crash. I just go for demos. I can't aerial. So watching these guys is like mind blown. I can't do it. Hats off to them. So
it really is fascinating and impressive. It's just like, I don't know, watching any sport, like a guy like Mahomes, just watching him throw a football, as a football fan, it's just fascinating to watch. And the same goes for Rocket League. Just being able to see what these guys do on the field and in the game is just unbelievable, and something that I definitely can't do.
Yeah, honestly. And if you understand Rocket League you don't need to understand Rocket League in depth to know that what they're doing is insane, impressive. Because you pick it up and you're just like, wow, they're flying everywhere. And then, but if you do understand it in depth, you're probably even more impressed, because you're just like, oh my gosh, how do they know how to do all this stuff? And like Rocket League has so many settings with the controller. They have their settings so fine-tuned, and it's all just such a process, and they have it perfected and mapped out just to how they like it. It's such a technical game, and it's just such an impressive game. I mean, it's great to watch. I'm so excited for this match. I really love Ball State Rocket League. It's my favorite game to cast here. I'm excited to get into it.
It's a beautiful game, and one thing, like you're saying about the different settings, even from the keybinds to the way you have your camera set up, it dictates the style of play that you want. A lot of people, when they keep their FOV or their camera close to their car, they like to get a little aggressive because the car just feels more powerful. And just, each player is unique to the way they map their buttons, to their FOV. Each player is different, and that's what's beautiful about this game.
Yeah, that's another thing. Play style. That's a great point to bring up. There's so many different ways that people play Rocket League. I mean, I would say that on our team, like trying to look at it, it's hard because they all can play a lot of different roles. I would say Wova is very much like our backline. He is always there. He is kind of the one to shift back onto defense. Not that Gut and Oath can't do that. They do when they need to. But it is very commonly Wova who does that. And it also sets up for some great out-of-nowhere plays watching it. Because like you'll just be watching it. You won't even see Wova on screen because he's ready to go back and defend. And all of a sudden he just comes out onto the screen and you're just like, where did he come from? Scores a goal from a perfect setup by one of the others. And that's what I love about the teamwork as well in Rocket League. It's very great. I think it is one of the more interesting games for teamwork because there isn't roles. You're not picking a role. You are all playing the same thing, but it's how you play with each other that kind of determines what role you're in.
You're basically given a world and you dictate how you go about it. Like you said, there isn't set roles like you look at Overwatch where you play a tank or whatever. In this, you're just a car. Like the only thing you pick is what type of car you use, and everyone normally uses Octane or Fennec just because of the way the hitbox is. But the teamwork aspect of it is just beautiful.
It is. It's insane because as we're looking at one of our players right now, sometimes I struggle. I do believe that is Oath. I'm so sorry if I'm wrong. But yeah, that is Wova right there. Ready, locked in, ready to play. I'm having look at that face. Stone cold.
Stone
cold.
They look ready. I'm definitely ready. Are you ready?
I'm so ready. I'm so ready for some Ball State Rocket League. It's gonna be great. Because no matter who they're playing, it's a great match. They make 100%. It entertaining. I guess do you have a score prediction?
Ooh, I think why not? I think Ball State sweeps them 3-0, but in the first one, I could see it being a little sneaky there near the end. I think Ball State is going to come out aggressive, but that aggression might get the best of them. I do expect them to sweep, but watch out, especially the first game, there might be some sloppy mistakes. But they have been back there for quite some time trying to get the rust off.
Yes, I do think that you are right. If you were putting money on it, it's hard to bet against Ball State. They are just, like I said, very dominant in this league. I would maybe expect a 3-0. I mean, like I said, you never know. And you're right. Game one could always have something crazy. Maybe WMU sneaks a game off of them, and maybe they get some momentum off of that.
Yeah.
You never know. And I do think that the safe prediction is to go for the 3-0 for Ball State. They are simply just an amazing team. WMU, though, never know. They could have something hiding there. I think a 3-1. I don't think it's ridiculous to say that this could be 3-1.
Definitely
I don't think it's ridiculous to say that. But 3-0 is definitely possible.
Yeah, and then right after this one in the CCS, I believe Ball State's black team, I believe they're the ones that are playing. And I'm very excited for that match. Correct me if I'm wrong on that.
Yeah, the black team is going to come up in CCS. We'll get more into CCS once it's time for that game. It's a new thing that we're in. I don't have a whole lot of information on CCS, but it's a new thing that we're in. It's a new thing we're streaming, actually. I apologize. It's not necessarily a new thing that we're in. It's not a new league, but it's a new thing that we're streaming. We're streaming it tonight because ESC only has one match for now because it's early season. There's a little bit less teams in the league this year. So only one match for ESC tonight for now. I believe that will change. But yes, for now we're streaming the CCS match later with the black roster, which that's also going to be a good match because, I mean, it's Rocket League and it's great. And we have two great rosters here. We have two great rosters. So.
I just can't wait till it hits 7 o'clock. Get this match underway.
Sometimes you're just like, man, I want to get into it, but you got to wait. You got to wait till them players are ready because they're warming up. And, like, that's the thing. Warming up. Esports is insane to me. Like how these video games turn into almost sports level of play. I mean, like they warm up. They have meetings with a coach. It's so crazy. Like, I mean, I said I was going to mention it. We have people to our right on sim racing rigs getting ready for a race. I mean, there's just so much that goes into it. More than most people would think. I mean, I know that not a lot of people know about, sometimes a lot of people that go here don't know about the esports program, but like we have a very successful one and a great one. And yeah, you wouldn't know. Like it does, like you would be so surprised to hear just how big esports is.
Esports in general is just amazing. I think a lot of people turn a blind eye to it, like, oh, it's just video games, but it's not. It's really more than that. The time, the effort, the hours that goes into being this great of a player is just something you would see out of a pro football player or a basketball player. Maybe not to necessarily the exact physicals, but when it comes to the mental ability, and you have to be in the right state of mind and the right physical to just have the perfect balance in order to find success in esports, just because of how long and how much grueling hours you have to put into the game.
Yeah, I mean, I like to ask how many hours some of our players have on games here. I know that a lot of our Rocket League players, if not all of them, are pushing the 1,000 to even more hour range in Rocket League. I know for a fact one of our League of Legends players is pushing over 3,000 hours in League of Legends. They put so much time into these games because you have to know everything. You have to know everything about the game. Like, you cannot be a pro and have a mechanic that you don't know about. You need to know about every mechanic. And sometimes you have to figure them out by playing.
Yeah. Just trial and error
at
certain points. And, Ball State, they've definitely had their low moments such against Akron, but definitely excited to see how they rebound off of that ESC championship loss. But like we've been saying, high hopes for them this season, and I do expect them to play well.
I do expect them to play well as well. I think it's going to be a good match. I do think it's going to be a great match for Ball State. Coming into this first ESC match since the finals loss, you're playing with some motivation, so I think that it's going to be a great game for them. We still got some time before the game starts, so here we go. What's your favorite dining hall on campus?
All right, so I'm at Botswin.
I was there last
Right
year.
across from it is North Dining. Shout out Boar's Head.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I eat their sandwiches almost every single day. You gotta get the bacon, ham, cheese, put a little lettuce, just slightly, put too much on it, it ruins it, and a slight bit of red onion. You got yourself a perfect sandwich.
Sounds great. I do like myself some Boar's Head. I like the Atrium one. I go to the one in Atrium pretty frequently.
I haven't been there.
It's a good one. I recommend it. I like to get that jalapeno cheddar bagel. I like to get that chipotle chicken, that bacon. And then I'm not much of a vegetable guy. I like just some spinach and some ranch, and that's my sandwich.
Sounds pretty good.
It's a good sandwich.
I gotta try it out.
It's to the point now where once my order gets to the guy who does the vegetables, you know how they have two people?
Yeah.
He doesn't even have to ask me. He just looks at me and he puts the spinach and the ranch on and hands me the sandwich. So thank you, dude. I appreciate it.
Hey, you know what? Speaking of that, how's your day been going, man?
I mean, it's been pretty good. I don't got a lot of classes on Wednesday.
Love to hear it.
So I spent most of my day writing some stuff down for the stream, getting ready. Just had one class today. That doesn't start till 3. So I did homework all morning, and then I was like, all right, got to prep for the stream a little bit. Got ready for that. Got back into the casting mindset. Got here a little early, as I usually do, and I just sat here, had a great time. How was your day?
It's been going great. I mean, I had 3 classes a day. Pretty simple. All mine are back-to-back, so makes the day go by quick. Got me some nice grub from, guess what? Boar's Head, as always. And then got to prep for a live practice show for CSL Cardinal Sports Live tomorrow that I'm excited about. But not only that, the greatest team on football plays tomorrow, and the Green Bay Packers, if you guys did not know.
Yes.
So I'm excited for that. Don't worry. Having a great day.
I mean, depending on who you're a fan of, you're having a great year.
Unless you're a Chicago Bears fan.
I'm so sorry.
I'm not.
Sorry. He's not. He's a Packers fan. That's how it is. I mean, I'm a Bengals fan, so I'm never having a good year. Well,
2021?
Yeah, great year, except for the Super Bowl. But besides that, pretty great year. We started out good. Well, I don't know if I'd say good. We started out okay. We're 1-0 for the first time since 2021. What happened the last time we were 1-0? We went to the Super Bowl.
Made the playoffs and went to the Super Bowl.
Is it going to happen this year?
No.
But
That's not the right. You're supposed to say yes.
You are. You gotta be ready. If you don't think that your team's gonna go all the way, you're not a real fan. So yes, the Bengals are gonna go and win it all.
They won't, because Green Bay will be right there.
See, he's a real fan. You gotta believe that they're gonna be there. I do believe we're getting into game pretty soon. Very excited.
Couple seconds away.
Couple seconds away from some Ball State Rocket League ESC. Such a great year. I feel it. It's gonna be a great year coming up. We just gotta wait for that final moment. Once we see the screen switch to some Rocket League, it's like the anticipation's killing me. I'm so ready.
It's like a little kid about to get a flu shot.
It
or
is.
Something.
It's like I'm just so ready. This is what I do. I get to college starts and I'm like, okay, when do we start streams? And here it is. We are looking at our players. They're smiling.
They're ready.
They're ready. They're ready. First match of the year for them as well in terms of ESC. This is going to be, I think it's going to be a great night. Wova, as usual, I don't think I've ever seen. That man's always locked in. He's always ready.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He's always ready.
For
Wova,
you to be that good, you always have to be in the right mindset.
Yeah, Wova is always in the mindset. Let me tell you, that guy, he's always in the mindset. They all are. They work so well together. They've known each other for so long now. I mean, I believe this is their third year as a team. They've been, I think it is one of the longer lineups in ESC. So yeah, they do have really good chemistry. I mean, I've seen them at LANs together. Their families know each other now. I'm sure that some of their families are in chat watching this. Mom, what's up? I think that it's going to be a great year. And they are straight into it. They had a little bit of a problem into the game right away here. Ball State already attacking on WMU's side. Let's see. God's going to get an early goal. Early Ball State lead. Looking at this replay here, set up perfectly for Ga. Nice goal to start off Ball State's night. Quick into the match as we get ready for another kickoff here.
Yeah, a little caught off guard there, but Ball State already up 1-0 around 50 seconds into this one. And there's a demolition for Ball State. A little physicality here out to start. Best of 7 in this one. WMU had a little bit of momentum, and it's a shot, and it's good. 2-0 Ball State already.
Wow, early start from Ball State. It is actually a best of 7. I think that is something new this year. And that is a great shot. Look at that replay. Perfectly set up. Ball State with an early lead here. Let's get into that second kickoff. Let's see if WMU can find something in this match a little bit early on. They want to try to stop this Ball State momentum, but that's not a good start. Ball's already on their side. Ball State is aggressive. Guz in the air, seeing if he can set it up for Wova. Wova waiting in the back, but it's taken away. Johnny McMuffin sends it back over to the Ball State side. Let's see if they can use this shift in momentum. It's still already far back onto WMU side. This is something that Ball State is so great at. It's never on their side for that long. So good with the ball control here. Let's see if they're gonna continue this momentum. Oath makes it a 3-goal game.
3-0 already. Poor Johnny McMuffin, he's gotten demoed so much in this game. Catches them off guard, bad positioning from WMU, leading to a 3-0 lead for the Cardinals already. Kickoff won by the Broncos heading the other way. That one's just left, good clear there. A little technical difficulties there, but pinch off the wall, sails into the middle of the field.
All right, on Ball State's side, that's not something we've seen, but just as I say it, commentators curse. WMU, they're going to have to try to find something here to stop this Ball State momentum. No matter what, it just stays on WMU's side. This is what I was talking about, and they just have no room to breathe. Ball State is just forcing them to play defense as much as they can. As we see Oath in the air now, going to try to set it up for Ga, but it does get taken away. Wova now from the back, as I've said before, tries to get it on, but it is on Ball State's side. Are we going to see WMU get it on the board? Not this time. Oath's going to send it back over to their side. Let's see if Ball State can try to do something with that transition, but we have Ice Fox in the air, not able to convert it that time though.
One thing I've noticed is Ball State's coming out with the demos early. We kind of expected WMU to put on the aggression, but it's been the other way. Aerial attack, and it's gonna go in for Ga. Oh my goodness, it just sits there on the goal line, just waiting for it to fall. Beautiful tap off the top bar as it just barely sneaks in off of the last tap. 4-0 Ball State. This is a bad first game for the Broncos.
Man, let me tell you, it's those goals where everything just goes silent. You have it just sitting right there, just waiting. Someone hit it in, someone hit it out. What's going to happen? And you are right. The Broncos, they need to find something here. Ball State is playing so aggressive. It's already on WMU's side again with Wova in control, having Boost, trying to send it over to Gut in the air. Going to get that good positioning. Oath going to try to take it. Wova gets it instead. Looking like it might head back over to Ball State's side here. Johnny McMuffin, is he going to be able to put WMU on the board? Not this time. Kind of hanging out middle of the field here. Wova maybe going to send it over. Crowbar takes it away, sends it to Johnny McMuffin, tries to get that redirect. Crowbar has it. This is WMU's chance on Ball State's side for once. Icebox going to try to send it over, but Ball State just too good on that defense. They cannot, the Broncos cannot get it converted.
WMU's boost management just has not been as effective as Ball State's. Ball State right now has 2 players with no boost, now make it 1 with full. Like you said, WMU had a chance to score there. No one on Ball State was in good positioning, and every single one of them was low on boost. WMU had all their players with at least 50 boosts, just nothing materialized there, but that's just great effort defensively by Ball State. Just nothing going offensively for the Broncos.
Yeah, this is just where we see what Ball State is so good at shine through. They have great positioning. They're great on the offense. Is this WMU's moment on Ball State's side? 1 minute remaining. It's looking like Ball State's going to take this first game here unless WMU has a miracle run in this, but Wova already sending it back over to WMU's side. That is not what WMU needs right now with less than a minute remaining. Down 4. Looking like maybe they're going to be able to get it over, but God takes it away. Oath in the air, going to try to respond to that. Gets the tap, but Johnny McMuffin with a last-second save there.
Good save there from Johnny McMuffin. Had his reset available, just mistimed it a little bit. It was a great shot, just unable to capitalize there as the air battle was won by the Broncos, but Wova hits it inside. Ooh. Almost bad there from Ball State as WMU had a free shot on net, but thankfully for Ball State, their defensive positioning remains solid. So this one's heading the other way. Good job there from Ice Fox.
Yeah, the 10-second clock comes out. This is not going to be WMU's game 1. They're going to need to take something into game 2 to find it, but Ball State does not stop the pressure. They want that last second goal, but the ball is going to touch the ground. Ball State takes game 1 in this best of 4. I mean, dare I say, is what we predicted, but they're going to have to find, WMU, they're going to have to find something to stop that.
They need to get on level footing, get in the right mindset. Yes, that was a very rough game 1, but it's a best of 7 for a reason. One game does not define how the rest of the series will go. Let's see if WMU comes out a little differently, doesn't allow Ball State to get aggressive, doesn't allow them to get as many demos, and maybe reverses it and plays more aggressive. Maybe we could see WMU getting back into that, but Ball State could not have asked for a better game.
Honestly, yes. The moments that WMU had, they had moments where a goal was possible, but they just didn't capitalize on it. That's got to not happen in game 2. They need to capitalize on those moments when they have them because, you know, Ball State immediately, like within less than 2 minutes, already have a 3-0 lead.
Yeah.
It's so, you're already at such a disadvantage. You cannot let them get that early game lead, a goal within a minute. That makes it so hard when they build up that lead, and then they're just going to use their defensive abilities to stop WMU. So they got to try to not let Ball State get such an early advantage. They need to be on the attack. They need to capitalize their moments. And let's see if they learn something from this and take it into game 2, as it's not over yet. It's only game 1 and a best of 7.
Yeah, Ball State's positioning in that game was near perfect, other than maybe a couple of snippets, but then you looked at the Broncos, it was a complete opposite.
Yeah, you're right. Quickly into this one here as well. Looks like Wova has it on Ball State's side, going to send it to the middle. Gug going to follow it up, seeing if he can just get a great redirect, but surely, yes, going to tap the bar. Both WMU cars there, not really anything to worry about there, but 2 cars in the goal, that's just, you need to minimize that. You don't need 2 cars playing defense at once, so let's hope that they can get some positioning in here, some better positioning. Guh has it low on boost on WMU's side. Johnny McMuffin going to take it away, but he has 2 Ball State cars waiting for him with boost. Does get taken away by Ice Fox on Ball State's side. Can WMU get an early lead? It is redirected away by Wova. Great save from him.
Beautiful start here from WMU offensively. Almost had their first goal of the series there. Johnny McMuffin with the shot, but great block by Wova to deny WMU their first goal of the series. This is a good outing in the second game so far for the Broncos.
Yeah, this is exactly what we talked about. Ball State does not already have a 3-0 lead. It is 0-0, anyone's game right now. So what WMU needs to do is get the ball off their side. Wova has it low on boost. Johnny McMuffin tries to take it away. Gah! Almost had a moment there. Sets it up! And Oath follows in. And it's a Ball State goal.
That was just what Ball State needed. They had a little bit of troubles defensively with WMU getting in their face and getting inside the box, but that one's going to stall out WMU's attack. Ball State regains the lead. Well, not regains, but captures the lead here 1-0.
A great start for WMU, though. It cannot be denied. They managed to keep it 0-0 for as long as they possibly could, and now they have more time to respond to this. It's on their side. They don't want that. But with this lead, Wova just going to come from across the field, like I said. That's not what you want if you're WMU.
Just a poor pinch there from, I don't know, Johnny McMuffin. He's sitting into the corner, but I believe that was Oath. He was sitting there in the corner, so it went right to him. He was able to pass it right in front of the goal. Easy work there for Ball State. Now it's 2-0 as Wova gets demoed.
Yeah, Johnny McMuffin kind of accidentally setting it up for Ball State there, sort of handing it over. That's not what you want to see. The Ball State lead is growing, and we're still on WMU's side. Ball State still playing aggressive. Wova going to try, send it to middle field to Oath. Oath going to bounce it off the wall to Gah now. Now still on WMU's side. Ball State just so much pressure. WMU has no time to breathe. Going to send it back to Oath. Oath has it in the air, taken away by Crowbar. Is this the momentum shift that WMU needs on Ball State's side? We don't see this very often. Gah has boost. Wova manages to take it away from them. Still on Ball State's side, though. This is WMU's moment. They have the advantage, but Gah has it. He's going to bring it over, and it looks like this could lead to another Ball State goal.
Just another example of bad positioning there from the Broncos. They almost had a chance, Ball State, to score. Johnny McMuffin with the shot just off the top bar. And luckily for Ball State, that one is just off the mark. It could be 2-1 right now. Instead, Ball State keeps their 2-0 lead as they regain the pressure that they once had earlier on in this game. Down goes Crowbar. Now Ball State pushing the other way. Gah's going to try and pass it up in the middle. He's going to flick it. She's going to keep the ball and take it the other way. Good pass there. No good. Just kidding. What just happened?
What was that? That was a interesting. Let's look at this replay here. So, going to send it over. Oath has it. Kind of
just got the last touch.
Just no WMU cars were there.
I thought that when he missed, they had a defender right in front of there. It looked like he blocked, but
yeah,
just had the last touch.
No, that is just like, you see it here. WMU, they had a moment to score, and they had a moment to stop that goal, but they were just unable to do it. Ball State now 3-0 once more. It is on their side, but not a great redirect there. Oath just going to have it. Him and Wova with boost there. Going to try to send it over to WMU side. Does it. Wide open goal. Crossed field for Gah there. Great stuff.
That was absolutely beautiful. You couldn't ask for a better play. Wow. The pass in the air, just perfect, and a perfect strike to send that one into the goal. Ball State, they started off this game a little shaky, but it's been anything but that as we look at the scoreboard, and it's now 4-0.
Yeah, again, WMU with all the work to do. Only less than 2 minutes left, not a goal to their name in the series. Ice Fox going to try to send it over to Ball State's side, but stopped by Gah. This is their moment. No Ball State cars on the goal. Can they do it? Oath with a nice save there to get it out of their goal. Out of the front of their goal. Still on Ball State's side. WMU needs to find something here, but Crowbar almost gets it, but Wolf is just there and waiting.
WMU, they just need to get one goal. They haven't gotten one through these first two games, first 9 minutes of action, as that one just going to sail past Gah as he'll regain possession. But if WMU can just get one goal, maybe that's where they can take some action. As this one's heading to their net, another opportunity where they have it near the net. There it is! Johnny McMuffin gets the first goal. We were talking about him having a great name. There's a great goal. Crowbar had no boost. He was just a duck out there. But then thankfully for him, he had Johnny McMuffin there to capitalize on it.
Nice bounce off the Crowbar. Maybe that's what WMU needed. They need that goal. They need that motivation. It's a 1-4 game now. I don't think that they have enough time to take this game. I just don't think that they have the time unless they pull off something absolutely crazy. They are on Ball State's side, though. Maybe they can make something work here, but that goal could be the motivation they needed. Crowbar going to try to come across and maybe get that setup, get something done with that setup there. Oath going to just send it over now. Wova has it, and it's going to be deflected by Crowbar, taken by Oath again. It's in front of WMU goal, but no Ball State car there to capitalize. Guff from across the field now, going to take it from the air onto the ground. It's in the air again. 20 seconds left. This isn't going to be WMU's game, but they did get something on the board. But Ball State, we know them. They're not going to stop this aggression. They send it into the air, but redirected by WMU. So it looks like this is going to be the end of it. Not going to be another goal unless Icebox is going to walk it in. But yeah, it's going to touch the ground, and that's going to be...
Or not.
Maybe it's not. Let's just keep it up. Why not?
Johnny McMuffin tried to get a second goal of the game, but nothing there. A little bit confusing. There's 4 marks for a win for the series, but the thing says best of 5. I'm not entirely sure which one it is, but I'll just assume it's a best of 5.
It is usually a best of 5, and if it's a best of 5, that means we're almost we could almost be done. So WMU, they're gonna have to really find something here if this is possibly their final match. They did finally get something on the board, so can they use that to kind of do a reverse sweep situation?
Yeah, they need to get into the depths and just find something. They found a little crumb with that McMuffin goal, but at that point, they're basically out of the game. And then they got scored on later anyway. Well, excuse me, no, did they? I think they did. I think it was 3-1 when that goal had, or was it 4? I'm sorry.
It is 4. It was 4. Okay. It was 0-4.
So they did. If you want to take it how you will, they're undefeated in the last minute or so.
Yes, if you take away the entire rest of the game, WMU is actually up right now. But yeah, so they're going to need to find something here, definitely. And I think it is winnable, but it's so tough because when they managed to keep it 0-0 for longer. I believe it was about the 3-minute mark when the first goal came in. That doesn't really mean anything if you then allow 3 goals, 4 goals in a row until you get your first one. And they're going to have to find something earlier. They're going to have to break through this Ball State offense. And this is kind of where we've seen Ball State's weaknesses, that when they're so aggressive, they manage to stop Ball State's momentum. Ball State is a very momentum-based team, but it's hard to stop their momentum. As we are into the next game, Oath in the air, taking it to WMU side.
One thing that you can really just look at is this is a shot! Forga, and that's another goal for Ball State. This one, I believe, is the quickest through the series. This one only 18 seconds in. Beautiful shot there. And what I was going to say is, one thing that stands out for Ball State is their boost management is so much better, and that's why they're having such an advantage in this game. The aerial attacks is just so much more efficient because they have more boost to work with. This one off the mark after a great save from Guh.
Yeah, that's not the start that WMU wanted. They needed to have an early one, but that is not good at all. Oath just walks it in. No one defending the goal there. Let's look at this replay. Yeah, gets set up by Icebox, walks it in on his own. And now Ball State an early lead. WMU left with it all to do, and it's only 30 seconds into the game.
Yeah, that was just another example of the Broncos overcommitting on the attack, just having no one even in a position.
Wow.
What a goal! 3-0, only 40 seconds into it. Just a perfect play off the kickoff. Perfect pass, perfect strike. All of a sudden, 3-0. As you look at the faces of Ball State, they knew that was going to happen. No shock. They've been practicing this for God knows how long. Just a beautiful play there.
Yeah, that was textbook teamwork. All 3 players involved in that goal, setting each other up perfectly. And it's already left with WMU everything on the table. They need to fight back here. They have the time to do it, but it's going to be tough. Ball State still on WMU's side, still applying all this pressure, and it's just going to be so hard for WMU to call back. An open goal for Wova right now. Didn't have the greatest redirect there, but it's going to set up to Oath. Maybe back to Wova, but Guh's going to take it. It's close, but there is just WMU cars waiting. They're not going to allow another goal. At least they really don't want to. So Ice Fox going to try to walk it in, but there's just Guh there waiting, and it's just going to be so hard for them now.
Yeah, just another poor positioning battle there from WMU, but thankfully they do get the demo. to maintain it being a 3-0 deficit for the Broncos. Just Icy Fox, one thing I've noticed from him is he keeps overcommitting himself with 0 boost, which is allowing Ball State to have a very efficient counterattack, and that's really why they're up 3-0. We talked about how WMU needed to get in their back and find something, but their bag got stolen instantly. That's why it's 3-0. It's really like a guy just flying in the air. He's trying to come down. I don't know what he's doing there, just messing around a little bit.
Using all that boost. I mean, that's like you said with boost control. We're looking, and as it's on Ball State's side, as they're playing defense, 2 of them have 100 boost, and the other one has 70.
Yeah.
They have the boost when they need it. They're not wasting it when they're on defense. They can use it to defend the ball, and then once the ball finally gets in their favor and they get on WMU side, they have all the boost to use. So it's a game of boost right now. Ball State is winning it as Wova walks it in just as I'm talking about boost, uses it perfectly. Ball gets sent into the air. Oath going to try to pass it down to him. Wova responds. And Johnny McMuffin.
I really don't think that was a pass. I think he just kind of
stole it from him, yeah.
You can see it on the face cams a little bit. But they obviously don't care. As long as they win, they're going to be happy. As long as they play well. And you can't really ask much more. This one off the mark. Double tap. No good. McMuffin right there. As another demo comes in, Ice Fox is demoed. WMU, this has just been a disaster series so far. Only 1 goal from Johnny McMuffin between all 3 games so far. But Ball State, they were going to come out aggressive, try and keep their regular season undefeated streak alive, and that's what they're doing right now.
Yeah, they're doing a great job of it. See, that's just what we mean with the positioning. Wova there and waiting. Once they finally lose control of the ball, he's there and waiting to defend, and now it's already back on WMU's side. Wova's going to send it back to Gut here. Gut not able to capitalize on that, but Wova taking it in the air, has the boost to do whatever he wants with it. He's going to flick it into the corner. Oath going to try to follow it up. Icy Fox trying to do something to send it back to Ball State's side. Able to do so, but Wova already there with the positioning back on the Ball State side to send it back over. Oath has it in the air, bouncing freely. All WMU cars on their side trying to get this ball away from their goal. Ball State just applying so much pressure, finally bringing it back to Ball State's side. But Wova there and waiting to try and go on the attack again. And there's no WMU cars on the goal right now. So it's looking like we can see another Ball State goal.
So much is going right for Ball State. So much going the other direction for the Broncos. As we're experiencing a little bit of technical difficulties here. Just based off the sounds, no goal yet. The ball's getting passed around, but yeah, it's 4-0 Ball State. I'm guessing they are going to close out the win.
Yeah, I would assume so, that this is going to go Ball State's way. Having a bit of technical difficulties first week, it happens. Sometimes you just got some problems early on. We'll get it all ironed out. It's okay. Obviously, that was pretty much over. Anyway, unless WMU pulls off a miracle and gets 5 goals, actually. They need 5 in the last minute of the game. I've seen crazy stuff. I've seen Ball State come back against Akron in the first game in overtime. But it's just so hard. We're back here. Yep. 10 seconds left. See if WMU can at least get on the board.
No.
Nope. Got there. It is absolute domination by the Cardinals. Undefeated streak. Looks like it's going to stay alive here.
Did Ball State score exactly 4 goals in each game?
They did.
Wow. Consistency. That's what you love to see.
Is this a hidden message?
It might be.
Did they score 4 for a reason?
It might be a hidden message in there. Who knows?
Yeah, but Ball State takes it 3-0. That will be the match. It was a best of 5. Great stuff from the Ball State Cardinals. Just a rough game from the Broncos. You're going up against the runner-ups. You're going up against one of the teams. You know it's going to be tough. And it's hard. They had all of it to do, and it's never going to be an easy match. I mean, these guys work so well together. So
yeah,
props to WMU. They played well. They got a goal on them. They got a goal on the runner-ups. And that's what they're going to take away from this, I think.
Yeah, you always got to look at the positives. As we look back at this replay, just a magnificent piece of Rocket League and teamwork there. Just perfect down to the last minute detail. And then Wova with that goal off of the Broncos player. But just unfortunate from WMU. But you always, in a blowout like this, you have to take what you can get. Johnny McMuffin had that goal. There's something to be found in that, and maybe in their next matchup they can find something from it.
Yeah, they definitely might learn something from this. As in, that's a good thing. Is when you go up against the runner-ups, you maybe learn. Okay, well, this is how the runner-ups play.
Yeah.
How can we adapt our play style to become one of these great teams that is beating out some of the other teams very dominantly? So they could maybe use some learnings from this. There's always something to take away from a loss.
Yep.
And I think that they're going to do that pretty well. But man, Ball State's teamwork, their positioning, their boost usage was all textbook this game.
100%.
I mean, I love those goals where it goes from one car to the other car to the last car. All three players involved. Those are my favorite goals.
100%.
And we did see a few of them. I know that one we definitely saw was really
The
good.
one with the guy, that one, man, just put that in a highlight reel or something. That is going to get something. That's something you'd put in if you're trying to get into the RLCS.
Yeah.
You show them, I did this, sign me now. And it was just beautiful. And, Ball State came out today with a message, and that is, we're back, and we are coming for Akron. And I feel like that is exactly what every other team heard. And I think with this statement win, 12-1 if you want to combine all the 3 games in this series, and 12 goals in just 3 games, an 11-goal differential. You can't ask for much better.
And so many goals done within the first 4 minutes.
Yeah.
First 2 minutes. So many goals done within the first 2 minutes. That is just like, it's so hard. Once you build an advantage that early in Rocket League, it's kind of hard to combat it.
Yeah.
Once you have a 4-0 lead, you have so much work to do. And it's like, yeah, you have 4 minutes to do it, which is quite a long time in Rocket League, given the games are 5 minutes long. Ball State's not just going to allow you to score 5 goals. So we have an interview. I'm very excited. We're going to interview Guh today. Great game from him. Just ask him a few questions about how he's doing. He's back there. We're ready for you whenever. Over here. Come on up here. I guess I can let you start if you have any questions for him.
So, how does it feel coming out in the first match, playing that well, 12 goals as a team combined, and you had some amazing goals there? What does it feel like?
It always feels really good to start off ESC with a good series like that where we dominated the whole time. ESC, we want to take the title this year away from Akron because I think we've lost the last 2 seasons, and it's just a great way to start off the season like that.
Yeah, that was a very impressive performance. So, what do you guys do going forward in order to prepare for ultimately the goal to win the ESC and trying to avenge yourselves against Akron?
Just do the same thing that we've been doing all year. Just get our scrims in, make sure we're practicing on our own, get our hours up, just to make sure we're fully prepared to go against Akron whenever we do play them.
Yeah.
So is this a confidence builder for you guys, or do you like to just have a full mental reset into the next game? I mean, do you take each win as a confidence boost, like you're the winners, you did it, or do you like to decide, forget about that last game, it's a whole new clean slate, we don't know what's going to happen?
While it is good to always get a 3-0 sweep, every series is a new series, and any team could win against any team. So, yes, we should take confidence from that series that we just had, but a new series the next week, and then we just got to do it all over again.
I think that is a good answer. I mean, unless you have anything else.
I do not.
I don't really have anything either. So thank you very much, Guh.
Yeah.
You played very well today. Some great goals.
Thank you, fellas.
Excited to see you play next week.
I appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
No problem.
Great game.
Well, that was Guh. As you saw, some amazing goals from him. He has been here a while, and you can always count on Guh to do pretty well. And now we get to just have some fun as we are getting ready for CCS coming up. I do believe there will eventually be a little break, but we're going to chill for a little bit, have some fun.
Yeah. Well, speaking of fun, watching that last best of 5, I had a great time watching that. Just Ball State, they played perfectly in my opinion. Other than one goal that, it's Rocket League, eventually, no matter how good of a team you are, you more than likely are going to give up a goal now and then. And they just got a little bit unlucky with that, but it was a lot of fun watching that team play.
Yeah, great fun. And as we talk about one team, let's transition into another. Coming up next, we do have our CCS, which is a whole different roster. It is Alter, Phoebes, and Yags. I'm so sorry. They are a lot of players we have here. Alter, Phoebes, Yags coming up. Our black roster, as we like to call them. So, Collegiate Conference Series. It's a new thing we're streaming. We never really streamed it before, but it's gonna be different. We're going up against WMU as well, and it is also, I believe, a different roster for them. I mean, you would assume it is a different roster at a different conference. So, predictions for that. I don't really know.
I really don't know what to expect either.
It's a conference that I've never watched. I do know that our black roster is very good. Like both of our rosters are ranked top 32 in CRL. So we do have a very good secondary roster, an alternate roster, as you will. I mean, a lot of these black roster guys will play with the red roster in ESC. Just, we're confident in that we can show them in there. Some of our younger players are on the black roster. Some of our developing great players are coming up through the bsu Esports ranks. So I'm excited for it. I do think that this could be another great match for Ball State. I could see another 3-0 being a possibility, but it is, I don't know anything about WMU's alternate roster in this conference. So this is actually some proper unpredictability here, and I'm actually pretty excited for that.
Yeah, I was going to lean towards exactly what you said. I have no idea what to expect out of this more than likely secondary WMU roster. And like you said, this black roster for Ball State it's not like it's some throwaway team. It is one of the best in CRL. It is still a top 32 ranked team like you brought up. And, it's a brilliant team all around. And I'm really excited to see how will this team carry on the momentum of what we saw from the original and main team for Ball State. And obviously it's a different league and whatnot, but, still brilliant team. Very excited to watch them play against an unknown opponent in this secondary WMU team.
Yeah, very much an unknown. We don't really know, so I think that we are going to look at the intro for this upcoming match, I believe, is what we are going to be looking at. We're going to be showing the intro here pretty soon, something really good to look at, and yeah, I mean, I'm pretty excited to see it, so let's get going, I guess. And we are back. Had to throw the intro there. We're officially in CCS mode.
Oh, yeah.
Whole new conference, whole new roster. As we just mentioned, Thieves Ultra Gigs, our black roster for Ball State Esports. A very good roster, a very good group of guys that, like I said, have at any moment can be called up to go into the red roster in ESC games and play with Guth and Wova and play with those guys as one of them sits out maybe for a game. And like we were talking about before, this is very unpredictable.
Very unpredictable indeed. And this WMU roster for the Broncos, I'm so interested to see if they change any of the tactics. Yes, it's a whole new team, but I'm intrigued to see if they, take and see what Ball State did with their main roster, take some of those strategies and see that with the secondary WMU roster, and think that maybe the black roster for Ball State plays in a similar structure. Will WMU respond in that scenario? Who knows? But there's a lot of mystery involved, and you can hear that in what I'm talking about, because I really don't know what to expect.
Yeah, it is very unpredictable. I mean, you have two different teams, likely with some schools coached by the same person. I mean,
who knows?
Are we going to see similar play styles? Are we going to see different play styles? Like, I'm especially intrigued by WMU. I've seen our black roster before.
Yeah.
I know that they play mostly pretty similar to how our red roster plays, because they are they're coached by a lot of the same guys. They work together. They work together a lot. They have similar play styles with each other. WMU, I don't know. Do they have the same coach as their main roster? Do they have or do they have a different coach? Are they going to play entirely differently? We don't really know what we're going to see, and that's exciting. I think I am going to pretty confidently say that I am going to predict a Ball State win, just because I know how good our black roster is. I know that we have a great alternate roster. So I'm going to predict a Ball State win. I'm pretty confident in that. But like I said, I don't know what this WMU team's going to be. I don't know what they're going to do. And I'm excited to see how they play, because if it's entirely different from WMU, that's pretty intriguing. So yeah, we just got some time to kill. I guess we can talk about some fun stuff. That's what we like to do. I guess actually, if you're joining us just now, no fun stuff yet. If you're joining us now, let's talk about the last game a little bit. I know that we kind of mentioned it. We talked about it a lot, but if you're just joining us, if you are the parent of a black roster member and you didn't have time to catch the red roster stream, let's talk about what just happened very briefly. It was a pretty quick 3-0 from the Ball State Cardinals red roster against WMU, and now we're going to see the black roster. I guess, what are some big takeaways from that first game real quick?
I think just the teamwork and the synergy we saw from the red roster, it was just an amazing performance all around. They have their goals on winning the ESC, and we interviewed Guh, and he basically said the same thing. We want to beat Akron, we want to win it, and nothing else is going to stop us from doing that.
Yes, confidence is a big takeaway from that last game. Not only did they just 3-0, but they say every game's a new game. They're always ready to reset, always ready to come back new, and they want to take the finals this year. So that's a quick recap of the last game. And now I guess we can get into some real fun stuff. So I guess we asked you what your favorite dining hall is. What year? Are you a freshman?
I am a freshman here.
First year at Ball State.
Oh, yeah.
Great times.
Oh, yes. One last thing about this WMU roster is their secondary roster. They're pretty dang good. And I just got that in my ear. We're excited to see how they play. And it's going to be an interesting matchup.
Yeah, they have already won a few games this season. They have been close games, though, from what we have heard. They have been close games, some a little more dominant, but they have started out with a lot of wins. So they're going to want to keep that up, and that's confidence, like we just talked about, confidence. And going up against WMU, a team that we just saw our red roster dominate, is it going to follow suit? Who knows, because obviously it is an alternate roster, so things can be different. And, yeah, our black roster has done pretty well. So a lot of information to go over with the CCS. It's a little bit new to us, so sorry that we don't have it all right away. We keep trying to talk about fun stuff, and we got more information for you guys that we got to tell you. So, yes, our black roster has had a lot of success in this series. Done great to start off the season with some wins. And let's hope that they can keep that up against WMU.
100%. A lot of mystery. I'm so confused on how this WMU team will match up against the black roster. And I'm just excited for this game to go underway here soon.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited for it as well, because it is much more unpredictable than the last game. I'm excited. I think that it is going to be a pretty good game. I mean, these alternate roster games that we see a lot, I mean, we've done a few streams of them over at least last year. I know we did quite a few. And it's great to see, because you do see just the level of talent that is throughout collegiate esports. Like, yes, a lot of them have two teams, and both the teams are pretty good. A lot of them, which is really great to see. So I am excited to see hopefully a great Ball State performance from the black roster guys, and because I know that they're great guys. I've passed it over a lot of their games. I'm also used to seeing a variety on the black roster, but he'll not be playing tonight. Unable to attend, so that's unfortunate for him, but I'm sure he's cheering on from home. And yeah, I'm excited for when this gets underway. I do believe it is getting underway relatively soon. So yeah, just kind of hoping to get into that. We got some time. Go ahead.
I completely agree with you. I don't think it's more of a, well, WMU's bad or whatever. It's more, I know what I'm getting out of this Ball State team. I know what I'm getting out of this black roster, and I think they'll come out victorious. I don't know as much as a sweep, but that is definitely on the table. Could be a clean sweep for Ball State today. Yeah,
it very well could be. It's not a topic of, oh, the other team is bad. I think it's just a topic of Ball State is very good at Rocket League. It's not like these are very great players. These WMU guys would, destroy a high school team, I'm sure. Like, they are very, very good players. We saw that in how they played. They are doing things that I could not even imagine to do if I picked up Rocket League. It's just that our Rocket League roster is very strong, and we have a very strong Rocket League program. And it looks like we're going in. Finally, some more Rocket League. I'm very excited for this as we have kickoff for CCS.
Johnny McMuffin's back. It's the same roster for WMU. So never mind for that.
Never mind. So now this is actually pretty interesting.
Now we get to see how that will respond. It is a goal for Yags. So same old for the Broncos. 1-0 early on in the first 11 seconds for Ball State. What a statement goal here.
Yeah, very quick. 11 seconds in, so sorry about all the talk we just did before. It is the same WMU roster. So now, actually, I think this does make it a little bit more interesting because we get to see this WMU roster. Like, it's an entirely alternate team and very quick off for Ball State's alternate roster here with a great goal. Phoebes keeping on that pressure on Ball State's side, followed up by Yags, but not the greatest angle there. It does get redirected by a WMU car. Icy Fox is taken out of the game, though. Phoebes in the air, going to try to send it down. Crowbar takes it away. Yag's going to try to send it to the corner, maybe get this boost refill. Not able to do it. Alter going to help him out, though. And Yag's low on boost, just seeing what he can do. Has it, but taken away by Johnny McMuffin at the last second there.
That was a beautiful wave dash there. Trying to keep the momentum up for Yags. Just unable to capitalize. Johnny McMuffin with the shot! Top corner, no good. Good defense there from Altor. And WMU, they're definitely finding a lot more success so far than they did last series. But Yags is having a great game, and this one is good. Another goal for Ball State, assisted by Phoebes. 2-0 for Ball State, as it looks like we might be getting a similar result as what we did out of the ESC.
Yes, WMU, I mean, they're going to need to try to stop stuff like that from happening. It's not over yet. They have 3 minutes, basically 4 minutes, to try to negate this Ball State momentum, this Ball State lead. But it's on WMU side early. That's not what they want. Phoebes trying to kind of send it to the middle, regroup here. Yags in the air, has it. There's 2 WMU cars there and waiting. Doesn't look like this one should be a goal. It's close, followed up by Alter, and Ball State makes it a 3-goal game.
That was just beautiful ball control there from Yags. And we'll just slip it over 2 different defenders. Great awareness there from Alter, being able to get there at the perfect time as the ball dropped in front of the net. 3-0 with 3:33 left in the game.
Yeah, such a great setup there. Great teamwork. And they're still going.
My goodness.
Alter with a nice corner pinch there to make it a 4-goal game. Ball State coming out swinging once again, but in CCS this time.
Just a bad choice there from Crowbar. He's not in a position to get that ball, but he goes up there anyway, overcommits for it, gets himself out of position when he could have just rotated back into net, just allowing Ball State to get a free goal. Icy Fox hit this one away, but Ball State keeping the pressure on there with Phoebes in the corner. But Johnny McMuffin, he's been everywhere. I just can't get enough of that name.
Yeah, that's great. But we're seeing the same woes from WMU come out. I mean, it's already 4-0. They have all the work to do and only 3 minutes to do it. They can do it, but it's just Ball State's just not going to allow it to happen, and Ball State's still keeping on the offensive. They don't care that they're up 4-0 and that they can just defend to win the game. They want more. And that is one thing you see a lot with Ball State's offense is they don't care how much time is left in the game. They don't care how high up they are. They want to score more goals. And we're seeing it now. Phoebes gonna score again. 5-0 for Ball State.
Just, I want to see this again. 2 people in the corner. Just, again, another example of lack of boost management for the Broncos. Johnny McMuffin got caught going for lunch, essentially. Just 0 boost trying to rotate back. But when you have no boosts, it's Johnny McMuffin! And he gets killed at the end, but it's okay. He gets a consolation goal, potentially. But maybe, just maybe, this is what they needed to get something out of the rest of this game.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I would call that a bit of an overcommit by Ball State. They kind of left it open. They didn't have the boost to get back to where they needed to be. Got caught slacking a little bit by WMU. I don't know if WMU has the time to reverse this. It's on Ball State's side, though. This is what they need. They need this momentum to try and just keep it on Ball State's side. Do what Ball State's been doing to them. Force them onto defense. But it's looking like Ball State already going to try and regain control of the ball. Yep, Phoebes has it, going to send it up to Altor. Yag's there, but Icy Fox is going to take it away. Back to Phoebes. Almost a nice setup there, but Johnny McMuffin takes it away. Yag's going to send it to the corner for Altor to try and just keep control of this ball. Don't want WMU to get it. Going to send it to Phoebes. Still on WMU's side, but Johnny McMuffin there and waiting to try to send it over.
They tried to go for the mid-air aerial pinch, just unsuccessful there for Ball State. Icy Fox trying to keep pressure on a little bit, trying to inch themselves into this game ever so slightly, but just nothing there. Crowbar sends it to the corner. That one almost on the mark for Phoebes, just slightly wide, but Altor has it. Works it up, is gonna drop in front of the net. Yags hits it, Crowbar, and Johnny McMuffin missed. Phoebes bad positioning. Nothing there. Altor with it. He tries to score, no good. Phoebes gonna send it to the wall.
What a tense moment there. All 6 cars on one side just waiting for that ball to do something. WMU a little out of it, not able to get it. Phoebes going to receive a nice pass there from Altor, unable to do something with it right now. Icy Fox going to try to keep it away from Ball State as we reach the 1 minute remaining mark. Yags maybe coming from across the field, unable to do it. Icy Fox out of boost, going to try just to send it into the air, but Phoebes has the boost to set it up for something. But WMU doing a pretty good job right now of keeping it out of their goal, but the problem is that they're down 4 with less than a minute left. Altor going to set it up for Yags, and that is going to make it a 6-1 game, and it's looking like it's going to be a Ball State game 1.
Oh, poor positioning once again. Like, you can look up the field. There's just 2 people up there for the Broncos when they need to be back. I wonder if it's poor communication.
I was just thinking the same thing. Is it a communication problem? As one Bronco car all by his lonesome back there, needing help, and the other 2 are upfield, maybe trying to get boost, maybe trying to regroup, and that's just not what they needed in that moment. Ball State's on the offense, and they still are. Now we have all WMU cars together, and they're going to try and send it over. But yes, a bit of a double commit, and only 13 seconds left. This is just, it's all gone wrong too early on for them, and they just haven't had the time to respond to it.
Yeah, they keep digging themselves a hole, like we saw in this as Ball State is about to officially win this one. They keep digging themselves a hole, and we saw that throughout the first series as well. In this one, I believe it was 11 seconds when Ball State got their first goal, and because of that, the Broncos felt the need to be aggressive and at points over-aggressive, and that's where we see a lot of these goals. As we look at the first goal for Ball State, it was at
right at the 11 seconds.
Yeah, right at 11 seconds.
Not a single WMU car there in the goal. Yag's gonna see. We hear with him. This one a little bit better, but just great teamwork by Ball State. And again, WMU having to use all their boost to just try and get to the goal. They're just not where they need to be. It's a struggle out there for them. This was a great setup for Altor for Yags, and yeah, it's just it's rough when there is clearly a communication issue or some sort of positioning issue, and yeah, they're not where they need to be when they need to be.
100%.
That's kind of the issue we're seeing right now.
And I think it's kind of an accumulation of so many errors, from positioning to communication to boost management. It's like I like to imagine it as a triangle. Everything works in unison, and when one thing goes wrong, it's a virus. It spreads to another area. Then every single part of the game is collapsing around you, and that's when you find yourself down 1, down 2, down 3, down 4, down 5, and all of a sudden it's 6-1 at the end of the game in a new series, and you're just digging yourself your own grave.
Yeah, I think that is a great comparison, a great metaphor type of thing to say, like a triangle, like a virus. So let's see what WMU can do to stop that from happening, and see if they can just do it. Already not off to a great start. Yag's going to be set up here on WMU's side. Not as quick of a goal already, but looking like it could almost go in if it wasn't for Icy Fox there at the last second. And Ball State already doing great work controlling this ball, still on WMU's side. Yags in possession, going to send it to Altor. WMU goal! Almost wide open, the thread of the needle from Altor to get Ball State another early goal.
See, this is where I get confused. as you look at Crowbar, he was originally, he knows that there's a ball about to be right on target. Instead, he's drifting to the corner, and by the time he realizes it's too late, as Yags is going to almost get a kickoff goal. Another open net there. So many of these goals from Ball State have been... Ooh. That's a nice goal from Johnny McMuffin. That caught me a little off guard. Johnny McMuffin, 3 goals so far between all the series.
See, that's kind of what we see. That was great teamwork.
Communication.
Crowbar knocks Alter, so he's unable to be in position for the defense. That is exactly what WMU needs to do. That was a great goal by Johnny McMuffin. They need to continue that if they want to try to take this game too. Because we've just seen so many instances, like in that first goal by Ball State, we have 2 WMU cars colliding trying to defend and 1 off in the field. Whereas that goal by WMU, we see them messing up the Ball State defense and trying to do something great. Wow, that was confusing.
The demo kind of blocked the view.
Alter takes it. Yags hits it, but gets demoed.
Hey, you'll take what you can get, I guess. 2-1. 3 goals in the first 58 seconds. As we're going to get kickoff here, it's going to be won by the Broncos, and Crowbar's demoed right before it could get to the ball. Altor, nothing there as it's taken away by 2 Broncos players on a little bit of a double commit, trying to get the pinch on the floor. Nothing there. Icy Fox trying to pass it in the middle. Johnny McMuffin off mark. Crowbar back with it.
Still on Ball State's side here. Looking like a little bit better from WMU. They're a little bit more competitive early on. Yag's going to try to get it off of Ball State's side. Finally in the air. Has it. Almost walks it in on his own. Great goal. Bouncing off the crossbar. Great stuff from Yags there to make it 3-1 for the Cardinals. Just textbook.
Wow. That was a beautiful double tap. You had Broncos players overcommitting there, allowing for a perfect double tap opportunity. And like you said with the previous goal, he basically threaded the needle, had multiple defenders in his face, almost has one there, unable to get a second touch off that. Phoebes passes in the middle. Altor's going to have to try and clear this one out. Beautiful clearance there.
Yeah, great stuff right now. Definitely like a thread of the needle. I love to compare Rocket League goals to that. Just like moments like that. All 3 cars coming for the ball and just right through them. It's great stuff. Shows great precision. Interesting there. Yags there for that defense on Johnny McMuffin. But Crowbar going to try to keep up that offense. Altor has it now. Gonna want to get it off of Ball State's side here. Relieve some of that pressure. Open WMU goal. Icy Fox there right when he needs to be, keeping it out. But gonna send it back over to Ball State side. Yags there and waiting. Gets that boost refill. That's textbook stuff right there. Johnny McMuffin does a great job of stopping the Ball State momentum, getting it back onto their side. Icy Fox gonna try to set something up for his teammates here. Crowbar follows it up, but just not great positioning. Icy Fox still there. Johnny McMuffin gonna try something, but all 3 Ball State cars are in the goal.
I'm very confused on what Johnny McMuffin was taking there. You have no boost. Just get back. And potentially by the time if you commit and go back and get boost, you come back with full boost, the ball's probably still there. It's just the rotations are not there for the Broncos. Yet, Ball State's only scored I scored 3 goals in this one, and this is an opportunity. Just kidding. Phoebes there. He's demoed, though, and this one's sailing up. Icy Fox trying to hit it down. Good job there from Altor. As Phoebes takes it the other way on the right wall. Johnny McMuffin trying to clear it. Altor's there, takes a shot. 2 Broncos there, able to hit that one away. But once again, Ball State on the attack. Altor, no good, just right.
Yeah, just right of the goal there, but still Ball State on the attack. Johnny McMuffin going to try to take it away, but again, Yags there and waiting in the back, waiting for that opportunity. It's almost like you have teammates, use them. That is what they are doing very well, is that everyone at Ball State playing a role where it's a little bit scattered right now at WMU. They've shown moments of greatness in this game, some really good goals. Yags now almost goes for another bounce up, set up to Phoebes. I loved that goal. That was great stuff from Ball State there.
As 4 people get demoed because of the beautiful goal celebration, but like you said, just amazing teamwork and chemistry off of that. You can't ask for much better, and it's a complete opposite. The story of 2 tales as Ball State, their communication, their chemistry is just on point. You look at the other side, the blue squad, WMU, just nothing. No communication, poor communication, if you will. And it just feels like they don't have chemistry out there. Altor, right of the mark. Another shot for Phoebes, and that was deflected.
Yeah, it is definitely a moment of chemistry. Maybe these guys are a bit newer together. Maybe. We don't know the full story of their team. But I know that these Ball State guys have played together for a while, and that is such a benefit of the Ball State teams, is that they've played together for so long. All 6 of our Rocket League players, 7 I should say, have played with each other a lot, and that helps the chemistry. And that is what is giving Ball State such an advantage right now, is that they are taking advantage of the fact that they have 3 cars working together. They are like one brain together. Altor now in the air. Maybe going to set it to Phoebes, but keeps it. Icy Fox takes it away. Is this a chance for WMU with 10 seconds remaining to maybe just try and get one more goal on the board? It's not looking like it. It's going towards WMU side. Johnny McMuffin with the save. 5 seconds left. Ball State, though, you know them. They're going to want another one. Hanging in there, but does touch the ground. It's 2-0 for Ball State right now.
I'm having a great time
I
watching
am too,
this.
honestly.
The way Vol State plays with their chemistry, it's like an art. It's just beautiful to watch. But for a split second there, it was tied 1-1 off of a Johnny McMuffin goal. The one and only Johnny McMuffin. But
the only goal scorer.
It's just
easily the MVP.
Oh, 100% for the Broncos.
For the Broncos, easily the MVP.
It's just a weird scenario where this was one of the only times. It was the only time where WMU came out and answered right after a Ball State goal. But then right after that, their mistakes just kind of caught up to them. Right here is just beautiful.
It's brilliant.
It's just beautiful communication, beautiful teamwork, having someone go in net like Crowbar, bump the opposing player, allowing a free net. They need to do more of that. Right now, there's an obvious skill gap, and the only way to combat that is to be creative and find ways to win. And they found a way to score, but they have not found a way to win.
Yes, that score was textbook Rocket League.
Yeah.
Have your teammate bump the guy on defense as you are air dribbling the ball on your car, and you have a free goal, essentially, if the other car is not in position. That was textbook. They need to do more stuff like that. Work as a team. Work together to try and just not allow Ball State to out. That's what Ball State's doing. They're out communicating, right? A bit of a conglomeration there right at the kickoff. No one really winning or losing on that situation. Already on WMU's side early on. Let's see if WMU can do anything to stop this Ball State team.
Altor trying to pass this one to Phoebe, just a little off there. Altor with another shot. Off the target again, but just the controlling the possession of this game, every single game, they have been. And we're gonna go for another play here, and a shot, no good. Good defense, but like I'm saying, they're controlling the possession of the ball, just giving them free will.
Yeah, their ball possession is amazing, honestly. Ball State has such good possession. They almost are always in position to gain control of the ball back. Even after a WMU player tries to pass it, Ball State, they have that boost. They are in position to regain control of the ball, and it looks like Yags maybe going to try to send it in. Johnny McMuffin takes it away, seeing if he can just continue his score tally for WMU, remain the sole scorer for the team's sake. He does not want that. Still on WMU's side, Yags going to take it back into Ball State control. Almost set up there by Phoebes. Altor just slightly out of position. Still no goals yet as we cross the 4-minute mark.
It's still 0-0 here at the deadlock. Can Ball State break free? No good. Just kidding. Altor there. Another example of perfect positioning for Ball State, as Altor just sits back, lets WMU make mistakes. The ball sits perfectly in his lap, and he's able to deliver it to the goal.
Yags absolutely loves that setup, doesn't he? He's done it so many times, and it's great. I mean, bouncing it right off the top bar, and a almost really quick goal from Altor right away. Yags in the air now going to try to regain that ball control. Is going to get sent back to Ball State side. Altor has the boost, though, going to use it to get back and try to regain control of the ball again. Altor with all 3 Bronco cars trying to get it from him, still manages to get it back onto WMU's side. Johnny McMuffin has it now, but can he do something with it? No. Altor takes it away. Crowbar sends it to Yags, not what he wants to do. Back on WMU's side, Altor going to follow it up. Now Phoebe's going to try to have his turn, seeing what he can do. He's going to send it back to Ball State side and regroup. That is a great decision there by him. He doesn't see the opportunity, and yes, just chilling that goal, waiting for his moment.
Full boost. He can do something with this. Fakes out one defender. Gets it over another. Can they finish this play?
Oh.
Just off the top right of the wall. This has been one of the most interesting games from a certain standpoint so far. As Yags is going to go off the top of the ceiling. No good. Where Ball State, they've only scored 1 goal. WMU still in it, but they really haven't had any offensive pressure this game.
Yeah, their defense has been pretty good, honestly.
Oh.
Until commentators
curse.
Phoebes, I believe that was a setup from Phoebes kind of sending it to Yags, then following it up on himself right there between some more Bronco cars. Ball State's going to bring it to but I don't think WMU is out of this.
Definitely not. Only down 2 goals. We've seen him only get 1 the most in a single game, but here's an opportunity. Johnny McMuffin. Oh, he just missed. Just poorly timed there. Again, just Johnny McMuffin didn't have boost, and they really could be in this game, maybe only down 1 or maybe even tied if they use their boost well. Did I see Fox switch cars?
I think he might have. I think he might have switched cars to that Octane. Yeah, just struggling on the boost for WMU. Like you said, it is a bit like that triangle. I think that their defense this game has actually been pretty solid. They
100%.
have allowed 2 goals, but that's better than what it has been. But their real thing now is they're committing so much on defense that offensively they're struggling. They don't really, once they are finally out of defense, once they finally have control of the ball, they have no boost, and Ball State has boost, and they are just ready. And see that right there, that's your opportunity. That's your moment. You need to have the redirect there. Icy Fox going to try to set it up for Johnny McMuffin, unable to do so. Crowbar taking it away from Phoebes. Is Johnny McMuffin there for it? No, Yags is going to have it as we cross that 1-minute mark. I would say WMU is still in this. It's on Ball State side. They need to get a goal as soon as possible. Get that reset. Get back to a kickoff, but Ball State going to take it over. And this is looking like it's going to spell the end of WMU if they cannot capitalize on this goal here, that goal opportunity that they had. It's just a stalemate right now, kind of just sending it into the middle.
Yeah, a lot going on right now. And like you said, WMU finally has the defensive presence, but just no offense. But I do think that's something good they can take away from this series if they do fall in this game, which more than likely they will, as Phoebes is trying to get a shot on target. This one's just going to bounce slightly too high. Ooh. Just a little off there. Yeah, so much is going on right now. So much. Ultor trying to get a final goal, no good. This one's going to be another Ball State win. And as I was saying, you know, finally the Broncos have some sort of defensive presence, and maybe they can work now on their counterattack, and that's what Ball State's so good at.
Yeah, it's a learning moment for sure. Great stuff from Ball State. Such great chemistry. That is just such a big strength of theirs. On top of the great positioning and the great boost usage, they know how to do it together. And that is important. That's kind of the thing, is we saw sometimes great individual performances from the WMU players. Johnny McMuffin, for example. We saw some great stuff from other members like Icy Fox with getting control of the ball back. But once Icy Fox got control of the ball, he was all alone. He had no help. And that's just something that they're going to probably work on. They're going to learn from this game how they can work better as a unit. And I think that if they take that learning, WMU can become a pretty good team because they have great individual skill. They just need to put it together.
100%. So we actually have another interview for you guys. We're going to be interviewing Phoebes.
Phoebes. Never actually met Phoebes before. Nice to meet you. Oh, parents are watching from Arizona.
Like to hear it. Love to hear it.
Okay, so I guess that brings it on to my first question. Did you choose to come to Ball State? Why did you choose Ball State? That's probably my first question.
Just love the program and the people involved with it. It's super, like, like intimate, like everyone's super connected, and it's like kind of a smaller program, but it's super nice like that.
Yeah, so you definitely have some motivation, coming here away from your home to play, and you did just have a great game.
Yeah.
I guess, what do you take away from that game? How do you go for the rest of CCS, which is something that I'm not very knowledgeable about? How do you feel for the rest of the season?
I think we're pretty confident going against this team, so I don't know, I think we're pretty confident, like we're 3-0 I think now, so we're doing pretty good so far.
That's great.
Yeah.
How does it feel to, go up against a team like Western Michigan? That was basically their A team, and come out and have such a statement and dominant victory on that throughout each game of the series.
Yeah, it feels great. I mean, I think we're pretty confident against them just because, we saw like the main team playing against them, and we got to kind of see how they played against them, and then we could adjust accordingly to that. So.
Just beautiful all-around play from all three of you. You guys had a great game.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I will take the mic from you. Thank you very much. I'm sure you made your parents have a great game to watch all the way from Arizona. Good job. Congrats on the win. And, okay, that is basically all we have. 2 very quick games of Rocket League, 2 very great games of Rocket League. Both Ball State teams off to a great start in the season. Basically, just great stuff to come from this team. We will see you for Overwatch tomorrow. I will be on that stream. You'll see me and Turner. But for now, I have been Wyatt.
And I have been Ethan.
And thank you so much for watching Ball State Esports. We'll see you tomorrow, and we'll see you next week with more Overwatch and Rocket League. Thank you so much for watching. Good night.